So people are calling for George Abaronye, a university student at Oxford who has recently become the president. Well, he's the president-elect. He is under fire right now for comments that he made when he found out that Charlie Kirk got shot. And they've actually been applying pressure, really trying to make Oxford take some action. Oxford has kind of said, hey, he will face disciplinary action. And other parts of Oxford have said he's not going to face disciplinary action. We have a member of the House of Lords who said he should step down from his position, and we have a Labour MP who has defended George. So it's just a whole mess. We're going to talk about everything in this video, guys, so give it a like. Let's get that out of the way. So when I first heard this story, I thought, okay, he's debated him face to face, because this is on the Oxford Union debate, Oxford Union channel. I'll pull that up here for you guys. This is it. They debated each other about masculinity, and I would say if I've had a man-to-man conversation with somebody, even if I don't agree with what they say, I'm not going to be happy that they've been shot, you know? But again, we've got to look at it like this, okay? We've got to look at it like this, guys. When it comes to politics, people who are wrapped up in politics, and he goes to a university is very political, you become very, and especially as young, you become very desensitized to real life events. You see everything as political points, and you forget that these are real life people. You see people literally saying, Keir Starmer's this, Keir Starmer hates us, we hate Keir Starmer, Sadiq Khan's this, Sadiq Khan's that. These are human beings, bruv. Like, these are human beings. You can disagree with them, but there's due process. These are human beings. But I thought it would be bad. I thought, he's maybe made a social media post or something. No, it was private group chat messages. Well, group chat messages aren't really private, but it was messages in a group chat. And this guy, 20 years old, he won the election. He's going to be the president of the Oxford Union next semester. Somebody must have been hating on him and decided to leak these messages to the Telegraph, because I believe it was the Telegraph who were the first news outlet to break the story. Charlie got shot. Let's effing go, followed by the prayer emoji. And he also said scoreboard FM. And you see this scoreboard FM, it says it all. He just sees it as a political point. He's left-leaning. They debated about masculinity. He thinks everything he says is misogynistic. He thinks everything he's saying is just lefty woke nonsense. But he later apologized for this, explaining he reacted impulsively, you know, because he's young. He's like, oh, wow, this is a win for my side of politics, not understanding that, bro, this is not going to change your life at all. Politics are stupid, to be honest, bro. And claiming his reaction was shaped by the context of Mr. Kirk's own rhetoric. So he kind of doubles down here. Another student also shared messages seen by the tab about Charlie Kirk's death, writing, he was pro-guns, laughing my fucking ass off. This prompted George to respond with, it really does write itself, doesn't it? He also quickly unsent many other messages. I don't think there's anything wrong with this, because people like Charlie Kirk, some of the rhetoric he pushes is, the left are snowflakes. What happened to jokes? Why can't people make jokes? Leftist comedians aren't funny anymore. You'll get cancelled for a joke. A man getting and this is after he says, George does say that this is after he's heard he's got shot, which I don't think I don't agree with this. I wouldn't ever talk about anyone who's just been shot like this, especially if I've met them in person, had a debate with them. But people having the freedom to do this is something that Charlie Kirk advocated for, something that the right are very against, is you being punished, you being thrown in jail, you losing your job and stuff for words. Why can't anyone take a joke? Despite this, George, who debated with him, explained he was disappointed by the response to his comments and said, my words were no less insensitive than his, arguably less so. George said, I've been troubled to see members of the media ignore my retraction and self-reflection, because he did retract what he said after he found out he was dead, which is, you know, there's some grace there. Speaking about the appropriateness of his message, he added, if it is right to call out the insensitivity of my initial reaction, accountability. But the irony is not lost on me that many of those now threatening violence and hurling abuse toward me and toward people who look like me have shown no interest in holding Charlie Kirk to the same standard when he mocked children killed by gun violence or excused the deaths of women and children abroad. The incoming president-elect now faces a vote of no confidence after 200 life members of Debating Society expressed willingness to support the move. He is also facing disciplinary action. George also compared his own message to the words of the right-wing politician. My words were no less insensitive than his. So the difference is that I had the humility to recognize when I strayed from my core values, and I addressed it immediately upon reflection. In his initial apology, George claimed he acted on impulse and retracted his words. Last night, I received the shocking news about a shooting at Charlie Kirk event. In that moment of shock, I reacted impulsively and made comments prior to Charlie Kirk being pronounced dead that I quickly deleted upon learning of his passing. Those words did not reflect my values. To be clear, nobody deserves to be the victim of political violence. Nobody should be harmed or killed for the views they hold. I may have disagreed strongly with Mr. Kirk's politics, but in death, we all deserve respect, and I extend my condolences to his family and loved ones. My reaction was shaped by the context of Mr. Kirk's own rhetoric. My reaction was not a call for violence, but a raw, unprocessed response to what felt like a painful irony. George originally experienced backlash when he was first sent the text from the students in the WhatsApp group chat. When he sent the text with one writing, "How are you celebrating someone getting shot?" He shared in his statement that he has, and this shows like they're disagreeing, bro. Like they're in the group chat. Someone leaked the group chat to the Telegraph. They're disagreeing. This is private things. If he came out publicly and said, "Oh, I'm happy he got shot. I'm happy he's dead. Not happy he got shot. I'm happy he's dead." Then we could be, then it would be a different story. This Lord Moylan, member of the House of Lords, I believe. He used to be president of the Oxford Union, I believe, and he's been heavily calling for George to not be the president. Labour peer defends Oxford Union president who celebrated Charlie Kirk's shooting. A Labour peer has defended the incoming president of the Oxford Union. All it is like, bro, guys, look, because I just feel like I'm just reading this. This is pointless now, what I'm reading, guys, okay? And just to correct myself, he is due to take up the position in January next year. So January, he will be the president. It's just mental how the left and the right have just completely swapped places with each other now, isn't it? Isn't it mental now? Like, and I called this shift time ago. Because you've now got people saying, "Oh, he needs to be kicked out of Oxford. He needs to face disciplinary action. He needs to do this. This is terrible. Oh my God." Bruv, just fucking go outside and breathe air. Go outside and breathe air. Go outside, bruv. Go for a walk. Go drink some water. Go smoke a zoo. Go message you. Go call your grandma. Go call your mum. Why do you care about this? Seriously. Why am I even talking about this shit, bro? It's a guy from America, all right? It's a guy from America, bro. A guy from America. If it was Nigel Farage, I'd understand the discussion more, bro. It's private messages. He's sent private, not private, but to a group chat. He's just talking amongst the group chat, bro. He's 20 years old. You wanna ruin the guy's life for this? Seriously? But it does show the shift, because really and truly, if this happened freaking 5 years ago, bro, nobody would care. People would be like, "Yeah, see? Yeah, good." You know what I mean? But now the shift is happening. It says that George has been receiving racial abuse. What do you expect, bro? It's the internet. In real life, bro, nobody's going to come up to you with no racial abuse, bro. It's just the internet. I'm convinced Twitter uses fake bots to just fake things, because a lot of pages I see commenting saying things are just fake. I think this dead internet theory is becoming to fruition, bro. And then people might make the argument, "Oh, well, if he said something racist, if it was the other way around and it was something racist said, would you call for someone to lose their stuff?" Bruv, there's biases and everything, bro. People just like, I believe in freedom of speech, but it's not freedom of consequence, bro. Same for George, yeah? You said it in a group chat, yeah? That group chat message was leaked. Bro, people are not going to be happy with what you're saying. You're free to say what you want to say, but it's not free from consequence. If Oxford receives too much backlash, Oxford is going to have to act, because Oxford has to act in their own interest for certain things. And then there's people saying he's DEI because he got in with ABB. Yeah, I don't really know. You got to bring up with Oxford with that one, bro, because nepotism's always been a thing. How do you think every single politician's rich kids have always got into universities, bro? Even, do you think they're all the smartest people out there? No, bruv. Nepotism. Who you know. It's about who you know. I don't know who he knows, bruv. I don't know what he's done, whatever he's done to get in Oxford, bro, but he's earned his place, bro. Oxford have let him in there, bro. If you really think there's no black students, no students of color, who've got A star, and not got into Oxford, bro, then I have a bridge to sell you, bro. I mean, here, I've just found this article, the youngest MPs. I've Googled like 5 of them. Can't find anything about their parents, yeah? All of it. Like, look, who are Sam Carling's parents? I'm asking, who are his parents? Oh, what is it? What does he say? The new baby. Rosie Whitening. Who are her parents? A mother of the chief executive officer of you. I don't even need to waste your time. Look who, like, a lot of them don't say who their parents are, bruv. When you deep dive into who their parents are, you realize, okay, that's why you're in that position. That's why you're a politician, bruv, because it's the system we live in. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'm actually bored of this. I actually think this is such a waste of time. I'm sorry I wasted you guys' time with this video, because Like, do you actually care about this? Do you actually give two fucks about this? Or is this just being used as a talking point to try and gain points against the left? That's what it seems like to me, bro. Go outside, go to the gym, go make some money, do something that's gonna help better your life, bro. Don't focus on dumb shit like this, bro. It's a waste of time. Thank you. Peace. Love.